Hey guys, what's up? My name is Art. Welcome back to another video. Today is Wednesday. Um, shit, lost train of thought, but that's okay. I'm sitting in my car right now. Just finished work. Went and got the mail, so I sit and started my car up. Let my car run for a little bit. If you live in like a lot of climate, if you live in like warmer climate, you don't really have to start your car too often. But like up here up north where I live, because it gets cold and sometimes cold saps battery life. So you got to start your car at least once every day or once every other day. My old car, the Jimmy, I had to start it up every day when I was on vacation, whether I drove or not. This one I could drive like every other day. I started up and let it run for like about 3 to 5 minutes every day or whatever. What a week! What a week! As you all know, on the political front, I guess many parts of the United States will be open on the 1st. Don't know what that really is going to mean, but that's what it looks like. But it all depends on which state you live in, determines how it's going to open up or what's going to be happening. So no one knows what's going on. And every time they tell you something, more confusion happens. But anyway, but that's not what I wanted to talk about today. I'm not talking about that stuff today. I want... Who the hell's calling me? I don't know, some kind of telemarketer. So since it's a telemarketer, they're not that important. If it was Dynamite Kid 100, I might have to stop this video. But it's not Dynamite Kid 100 calling me. I know his number. So, but anyway. So here we are. I want to tell you a story something that happened to me years ago. And I could laugh at this now, but at that time it was one of those kind of situations where you can't laugh, you can't make. And the funny thing is that whenever I told people about this all those years ago, people didn't believe me. Like, no way, no way, no way, that never happened. Okay, but anyway, first and foremost, scratch that. I'll talk about that later. This happened when I was like 25 years old, and I was in school, in college. And what happened was and somehow or another, I got into studying Japanese language. For years, I always wanted to learn, and then someone told me, Art, this is your time to learn it. So I started learning it. After about a year to a year and a half into taking classes, one of my teachers, like, you know what, you're one of our best students out of the hundreds, out of the like 300 people, 300 to 500 people, you're one of the best students. I would like for you to sign up to go overseas be an exchange student for a year. And I thought about it. I said, well, that was one place I always wanted to go when I was a kid, because I was a big anime fan and manga fan. So I said, wow, I get to go to the birthplace of all this. Of course, I signed up for it, and I got accepted, which shocked me. But anyway, so it's a year. Basically, it was like 9 to 10 months, but that's okay. So I go there, I do my thing. Now, what happened was that on the weekends, sometimes you're in a different country, you gotta learn all their rules, and you do. And what happened is, and in that area where I lived in was like farmland. So I was one of the very. I was one of the. There was some international students there, but I was the only one that was visible at all times because I didn't care. I wanted to experience, see what a lot of other people, they run out, do what they got to do, and then run back home and stay there. I explored the whole town. That's town. You could walk an hour in that town and explore the whole town. That's how small it was. You go to the next town over was the nearest McDonald's, which you had to take like a 15-minute train ride to go to the McDonald's. So I had to walk from my apartment to downtown. So it took me 45 minutes to go to McDonald's. Or if I wanted Burger King or Kentucky Fried Chicken, I had to spend an hour and a half going to downtown Tokyo. So, I never really went to downtown Tokyo too much until I started meeting some other students who live down there. And they say, hey, Art, we can go out partying this day. I was like, okay, cool. So I'm like, yeah, so what happened was, hey, Saturday night, meet us at this train station right here at this clock. I'm like, okay, no problem. So of course, I'm going to hang out in Tokyo for the night. He said, be careful, we're gonna be gone. We'll be gone the whole night now. So don't worry about coming back home till the next morning. So of course, they didn't have 24 hours ATM. So I had to make sure I had money with me. So after taking a good $300 to $400, so I said, okay, just in case, get downtown, meet up with my friends. We all go out to dinner, have some dinner, drinks, chatting up a storm. One guy said, hey, let's go to this nightclub that we know. Let's go to this nightclub. It's in this certain part of town. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, okay, fine. I mean, I'm here for the night, right? See, all these guys live out there, and all these guys live out that way. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if worst comes to worst, I could always crash at somebody's house, which is cool. So we go to this club, and the club was kind of, it was kind of hip. A lot of people dancing and stuff like that. And of course, there was a couple of foreigners there, but I was the only dark-skinned foreigner. So what happened was, and so it's kind of funny, in Asia, and especially in Japan, they first meet me, they think I'm African. Now, there's nothing wrong with Africans. I mean, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with Africans. But they thought, in their mind, if you're African, you're like low class. No matter what you do, you're like a low class citizen. Then as soon as they heard me speak, oh, this guy's from America. Oh, how you doing? That's the way how it was. It was kind of hilariously funny. So I was like, why do these guys think I'm from Africa? And what happened is like, well, you know what? You have dark skin. Africans has dark skin, but you're not as dark as these guys. And the funny thing is that I look up, I was like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. That's kind of a fucked up situation, right? But that's okay. I'm having fun. We're getting our drinks on. We're dancing. Not with ourselves. We're just dancing. Do whatever. Sometimes some girls pick us up. We start dancing around and everything else. And so what happened is this girl comes up to me, and she was cute. She was super cute. I was like, all right, cool, let's go. I'm like, yeah. My friend's like looking at me like, oh yeah, awesome, yeah. Oh yeah, man. I was like, okay, fine. So what happened was, we started dancing we pretty much danced the whole night, chatted each other up the whole night. Everything was going so well. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, good going, man. So I look up, so we exchanged numbers. Back then, now the funny thing was, back then in the mid-90s now this is the mid-90s, in America, we still had digital phones. They actually had cell phones. I repeat, they actually had cell phones, man. And I was like, dang. I look up at what people everybody just. And I looked up and said, what the hell? And he goes, oh, you don't have one of these? I'm like, no, they're not even out in America yet. But of course, the funny thing was, back when I came back, we were still using beepers. That's how old school that was. But anyway, that's funny. So what happened was, that night, after the bars closed about 4 a.m, went to grab some breakfast, ate, I took the train home, and I slept part of the day. Then a couple days later, I was kind of bored. I said, let me give this girl a call. So we called, talked for a while. We talked about almost every day. It was kind of weird. I was like, yeah, okay. And then what happened was, something told me, I was like, yeah. So when my friend calls me up, he goes, "Hey, how's it going?" I say, "Yeah, everything's cool." "Hey man, you want to go out this weekend?" I was like, "Nah." No, that one girl I met at the bar. He goes, "Yeah, yeah, she wanted to go hang out. She can hang out with us." I'm like, okay, all right, cool. So I asked her and say, "Hey, my friends wanted to go do something," and I was like, and she said, "Yeah, basically she said, yeah, she has some girlfriends they can go out with." So it's gonna be a whole bunch of like 5 guys, 5 girls. Awesome. Thumbs up, right? Yeah. But anyway, so that night went fine. Everything was going fine for about a month. So I was like, okay. So a lot of times she was throwing some hints. Now it was kind of weird how she was throwing kind of hints that she liked me and stuff. And I was like, at first I was like, yeah, do I really want to get bogged down with some woman and then got a jet back to America? You know what I'm saying? Or should I just live it up? So I said, fuck it, I'll live it up. So we was out one night. Her, so what happened is one day she asked me to come out, and I was hanging out with her and her girlfriends, and I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think anything of it at all. Okay, fine, cool. So what happens after the night was over? I said I gotta if I gotta leave now, otherwise I miss the train. So I actually missed the train back home, which means I'm stuck out there all night. I could have took a taxi, but that taxi would have cost me a shitload of money, and I wasn't about to do that. I mean, it's like 11 o'clock. It was like 12 o'clock midnight, and the first train's like 6. So I got to figure out a way how to burn 6 hours. So what happened was, she was like, "Oh, you can come to my place." I'm like, score. I'm thinking to myself, "Oh yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Tonight's your night, bro." That's what was going on in my mind. So we get back to her place. We're chatting up. She had some liquor still, so we was drinking up a little bit, and everything was going cool. We started doing a little romancing kind of thing. I'm not being too graphic because there could be little kids watching this. Hey guys, hey guys, hi. Is he gonna tell us what he did? Is he gonna tell us what he did? No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna leave that to your imagination. But anyway, so what happened was we get a little bit more friskier. Okay, everything's going great. I'm saluting. I'm like, all right, and then all of a sudden, something didn't feel right. I said, I'm like, okay. Because at first she start, after a while she started pushing off a little bit. I'm like, okay, gotta respect it. Gotta respect that. Push off a little bit, then she, comes back, and then she pulls me back closer. I'm like, okay. Like, she was kind of confused what she wanted to do, too. I was like, all right, this is going to be like this all night long. She's going to tease me to this. She's going to tease me till I get ready to do something and back me off. I don't know. So what happened was, we get a little bit down heavier. The clothes still on. And I felt something again. I was like, okay, that must be me. Then I just started getting a little adventurous. I let my hands do the walking. I grabbed something that wasn't me. That's right. I grabbed something that wasn't me. So I can imagine your guys' laughter right now. Go ahead. You can laugh. That's fine. I can laugh at this right now myself. I can. Then she's like, oh shit. I was trying to figure out what to tell you that, I'm like, how? What? Seriously? Are you what? That's the mode I was going to. And she kind of explained, yeah, we talked for a little bit, and then that's when I found out that they called him New Half. They call them new halves. Back then, they called them new halves. Today, you would call them transgendered. So I didn't realize. So I was like, damn, what the hell? And I was like, man, I don't feel comfortable with this. I don't feel comfortable at all. Now, some guys some guys would be like a hole is a hole, but back then, and even to me to a certain extent now, I'm kind of leery of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But anyway, long story short, I exited the place, called my buddy up and said, hey dude, what are you doing right now? He goes, hey, you know, I'm doing blah blah blah. I said, you gotta hang out with me, man. I'm stuck in Tokyo. I said, what happened to your friend? I said, I'll tell you what happened. So my boy came out. He came out, grabbed, he had a motorcycle, snatched me up. We go to his place. He had some girls over there, and I tell him the story about what just happened to me. And the girls like, oh my god, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, and my friend started dying laughing. He goes, oh, I should have known that was a new half. I'm like, what? What's a new half? And then the girl's like, new half is like boy dressed like girl. I'm like, try to be girl. I'm like, ugh. And I thought to myself, dude, I must be gay now. Oh my gosh. But long story short, Art had a fun time that night, except for that part. Now the thing is that the lady that I was hanging out with at that time, who had the same stuff as me, you know, I still was cordial to her. I didn't do any violent shit because, you know, that's not cool, regardless of what. That was weird. I didn't do any violent stuff to her, so I was like, okay. And I can understand, that she wanted to be a woman and all this, and that's cool. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And she said, "Oh, thank you for your understanding." I was like, "Well, I'm glad nothing else went furtherwards." And we had a big laugh at that. So now, whenever I watch YouTube and there's a girl who's transgendered, and they talk about their transitioning to a male to female, I always think of this story, and it freaked the crap out of me. But like I said, I can laugh at it now. So like I said, if whatever you are, is what you are. I don't care what you are. I just care about how you treat everybody else. And that's the way how I look at it. So with that, like I said, I always wanted to tell that story on Facebook. YouTube, after close to 300 videos, 200 to 300 videos, I finally dropped that story. So with that, I'm gonna go, and it's 4:30, and it's still kind of winterish outside right now. I just stopped the car, warmed up for a little, didn't drive. I just warmed up the car for a little bit. Tomorrow, I'm just gonna try to make my life totally better than it was today. Thing is that always try to make your tomorrow better than your today. And if your today kicked ass, kick more ass the next day. It's okay to have a bad day. Just don't let that bad day become 2, 3, or 4 bad days. Okay? So with that, I'm going to go probably take a nap. Most likely I'm going to take a nap. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are staying safe. It's not the fact that I don't trust you. It's just the people around you. Okay? With that, I'm going to go home and... Well, I am already home. Sorry. Go inside the house and figure out some mail. Talk to you later.